Yo, howdy, 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 howdy. What's good? What's happening? We're right. We're good. Karibu sana. Welcome to another video. Welcome to another reaction video. This is a live stream. Feel most welcome. Returning subscribers, returning viewers. Karibu sana. Welcome back. New people in the house. My name is JT. This is JT Podcast. This is a reaction video and a live stream. Feel free to interact in the comment section, in the live chat. Just keep it respectful. If you're done, you know where you belong. Anyway, karibu sana. We're here again to check what is happening in the street. There's a lot of these stories going on, and I feel like now it's clicking or hitting the climax. Yes, that's why I'm here to talk about it, right? So as you join in, please hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. It really goes a long way and it means a lot to me, okay? All my channel members, all the keyboard reactors, all subscribers, all Team Masoda watching from the bushes. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope you have a good one. You have a good Sunday over there. And maybe you're winding it down slowly, you know, and nicely. I'm happy to see you all here. Karibu sana. Yes. Sorry. Okay. So, finally, Madam Parasite decided to address this sensitive issues of the whatever. This issue of the orphanage, you know. And as you've been hearing a lot of stories going on in these streets, there's been a lot of heat, push and pull, questions to be answered about that orphanage, right? And so Madam Parasite decided that maybe it's about time I come and address that issue. And my gaze was as right as yours, because I was asking myself, all this time that they've been pulling, maybe asking subscribers and donors to send money to help the orphanage and all that, how come they didn't know that this orphanage is scandalous, or maybe this particular Madam Pastor Esther is not to be trusted? You know, I've been asking myself a lot of questions, and I kind of guessed that the biggest reason why these people are moving now from this orphanage is because this orphanage is probably, or most definitely, going to take a lot of money from donors to them, and people will pretty much focus on the orphanage than them. And so Rocio is here to tell you that from now, I'm going to be honest with you. I want you guys to focus on us, okay? I want donors, you should focus on Madam Parasite and Marwa. They have a bunch of projects to be done, and they need money, and that money should not be split and sent to the orphanage. So this is kind of a battle of donations, because this Pastor Esther, looks like she's best in this game. Like, she's very, very good in this game, and she knows how to go with it. And she's like taking a lot of donors, and people are kind of sending money to this orphanage and all that. And that thing is not sitting right with Rocio and Marwa. And so today when Rocio comes here and say, no, that madam cannot be trusted. There's a time I visited there, and I saw a lot of things that are not sitting right. Now I'm asking this, like, Rocio, you visited this orphanage, like how long? Like more than 7 months ago? I don't know, like a pretty long time, ever since Rocio visited that orphanage when she was taken there by Gitiriba. So all that time, Rocio never said anything about the orphanage until now that I made a video covering the long story that actually was published by Citizen TV 3 years ago. So all that time, they never knew that Madam or Pastor Esther cannot be trusted. And now today or yesterday or the other day, they kind of learned that that pastor cannot be trusted with money. There's a lot of things to do with transparency. There's accountability of money. There's a lot of things that Rocio personally looks at it and she feel like they don't see right and they cannot trust that pastor. Not at all. Now, I'm start to ask myself questions because Rocio, if that thing really you saw that it had a lot of questions to be answered and nobody was there to answer them, then how come that you never spoke about it until I made a reaction on it and I brought the issue? Actually, that news that I brought the other day, it wasn't a bit like a breaking news. It's breaking news, but it's not the news. It's not the new news. I don't know if that makes sense. It's some news that was made from years ago. So I'm listening to Rocio now, how she's making her point straight and say, you know what, and we have a lot of projects here to be done, and there's a lot of things to be done here, and so we need to focus on us. Marwa need to focus on his house. Marwa need to focus on his family, and these things of the orphanage, it's not straight. Yes, I'm not right now. I'm not trying to defend the orphanage and that's Pastor Esther, but now that Rocio have addressed that issue and she kinda revealed the reason why they want to get out of that orphanage, it now makes it a different thing. It's now like it's a drama between the orphanage, the Marwas, and the donors. So it's a fight of who wins the more donations and who not. If Rocio really came and say, there is this part that I visited there and I saw this pastor was handling money like this and that and that. There is this, and even she could give like valid examples and all that, it will make more sense than saying that just there's a time I visited there and I saw there's a lot of things that never was straight, and I feel like it's a good idea to abandon it. Really. And now Rocio really come and say there's a lot of orphanages here in Kenya that you guys can help. There's a lot of orphanages in Kenya that you guys can help, so we can really focus on this one. Well, I don't want you guys to get me wrong, because I'm not trying to defend now Pastor Esther. I'm not trying to defend that orphanage because, of course, news has been covered by the national television and they painted her a different thing. But now, why is Rocio trying so hard to make that pastor look very scandalous and trying so hard on that same line, trying to divert the attention of donors to focus on themselves? If they said, guys, if you really feel like helping, you can go ahead and do that. But now it's telling the donors, don't send money there, but send it to us. Send it to us because we have a lot of project to be done. Really? Rocio, seriously? I mean, okay, let's get to the receipt. Let's get to the receipt. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome so much. Welcome to this one. If you just joined right now, just like the video and subscribe. Yeah, and we get on it. Hamisi, you're here again. You say the case was dismissed and Pastor Esther won it. Why can't they just let the lady be and run her business? I'll personally support them by buying food items and send them kinds of incense. Good for you, man. Good for you. Ellis Queen say, no wonder Rocio wanted to start their own NGO. Oh my God, now you're getting it. Ellis, now, hey, my Lord. Now you're making sense. Now it is making sense. It's making a lot of sense. Oh my God. No wonder they wanted to start their own NGO. So the first approach is to their own people should stop supporting Pastor Esther by themselves. Oh my Lord. Oh my God. It now makes sense. For real, like seriously. Anyway, let me bring the receipt here because now this thing is getting more juicier. And it kind of answers a lot of our questions, you know. Guys, like the video as you're joining. Like the video as you join and okay. Okay, okay. Let me put receipt on your screen so that we can talk about it. And as you're joining, just do me a favor by hitting the like button and subscribe the channel if you haven't done it already. I'll really appreciate it. We know she watches your video. Absolutely. That one I'm 100% sure that she does. And now she's trying to follow this hit. Oh, so JT exposed that thing that orphanage is scandalous. Let's take that as an opportunity to paint a very ugly image and an ugly picture on that orphanage and that pastor so that we get back our donors. You remember how Marwa came and said now he wants to be selfish and because donors are now going to these villages, on these villagers. Now he wants them back because he can't afford to have his donors split to help random people in the village. And now I'm listening to Rocio. I'm like, oh God, oh God, oh God. Okay. Let me start from here. Guys, kindly like the video for me and subscribe, right? Yeah. Let me start from here. BLU saying Rocio isn't even a Kenyan citizen. She has no authority to do or say anything. Unfortunately, she just wants to start her own NGO with Marwa. And I think that is a very valid point why they are really now fighting the orphanage, because if donors really focus on that orphanage, and now Rocio and Marwa go ahead and open their own NGO, whatever kind of orphanage, then people will be like, oh, so this has been the plan. So that's why they're fighting it. Okay, according to a lot of people, they said, I saw the case number and all that, but I couldn't go to the government portal to look at that case. Maybe it's something I'll go and do. Like, Hamisi, can you please type that case number here? I can do the small research here on the Google. I've forgotten that case number. I saw it on whose video was that? Somebody type the case number. If you really remember that case number, and if you're watching and you remember the case number as it appeared on the court, because right now everything is on government portal, is a public information. I can just type it here in the Google and get the verdict of that case, how it was decided and all that. So if you remember the case number, type it there. I'm going to do a search here and tell you how it ended on, if it's still ongoing. Okay, because I believe this type of information is supposed to be, it's supposed to be public information, so nothing to be hidden there. And by the way, why is that madam threatening to sue us or sue me for defamation? Am I doing any defamation, Madam Pastor Esther? So you think like you can sue me for making a reaction about the news that has been published here for so long? Hey, I have to give you a whip again. Yes, I thought you received that. Like I'm going to sue them for defamation, what? Anyway, let's go to Rocio. And if you remember that case number, and if that madam remember the case number, type it there on the live chat so that I can get it on Google here or the government portal to see how that thing really ended. Anyway, listen to Rocio now.
No, Maisha. And I still need to deliver, but I'm going to be straightforward and honest with you. I decided that I don't want to involve myself with the orphanage.
Yeah, yes, Rocio. That's what I thought. I decided that I don't want to be involved. And I guess you, Rocio, you're the one who told Marwa to stop doing that because you're looking at this as a project that you guys can run. I remember when Rocio was here telling us that she bought our land or whatever, and they wanted to start their own NGO with Marwa. And so this really make a huge sense, even though I'm not in a position to say that I can trust that orphanage and that Pastor Esther, but I can say 90% of this mess that now we are seeing here is being pushed by Rocio. Rocio is the one who really tries so hard to make it look like that that orphanage and that pastor, really, they have no sense of truth in them, and that whole thing kind of should be even closed down. Now, one thing that really surprises me is that Rocio visited this orphanage very long time ago, and she never said nothing about it until today, until the other day that I made a reaction about the orphanage, about the news that has been published for so long. So she jumped and said, yes, even that time that I visited there, I saw things that were not nice. Yeah, yes, Alisa, that is the case number, but there is some letters, the case, the dates, there's some strokes, okay? For example, E007 stroke 2021 or something. If you can remember how that case number was appearing, please type it there. I can get it straight from the government portal here to see what happened. And again, there is a comment that I saw here that the dismissal of the case, a dismissal does not mean you are not guilty. Bottom line is that that person was indicted for a crime. That's what I was talking about. Thank you so much, BL, for that. A dismissal of the case can mean that the prosecutor or whoever took the case there decided to withdraw. For example, if if Marwa sue me for anything that he thinks, and later on come to the senses and say, let me just get out, that case can be dismissed because Marwa decided to withdraw. But it doesn't mean that I'm clean. No. And vice versa. It doesn't mean he must sue me. Or for example, if I sue Marwa, all right? If I sue Marwa and I decided to withdraw from the case can be dismissed, and it doesn't mean that he didn't do it. So thank you so much for that. So right, let's go to Rocio. She says that she doesn't want to get involved in that thing, in that orphanage. And how what?
At least know the orphanage that we have been visiting. First of all, we just spent a whole intense month helping grandma and Marwa with that project. Was a lot of energy.
First of all, we've spent a whole intense month helping. Hey, Rocio, can't you even say this was donors who were doing this? We've spent a whole intense month helping the grandma and the orphanage. No, not the orphanage. The grandma and that orphan, Brian. And now it's time to focus on us. Rocio, come on. Come on, Rocio. We know where this game is going. I mean, I've been here for long, and I know. I'm reading you like my own palm. So there's nothing, Rocio, you can twist here. Even though I'm not in a position to defend Pastor Esther, but I can say for sure that this whole mess that is being cooked here has everything to do with Rocio and their own intention of opening their own NGO. So they cannot want the donors to know so much about this good heart or whatever you call it, the board. How's that name of the whatever? So they don't want it to be so known by the donors. They want it to lay low until when they decide to go to open their own. Yeah, so
it demanded a lot of energy. And we do need a rest. We do need to come back to our own projects, our own life, and focus on that. Till the end of the year, I have plans, I have projects, and I have to really work hard because those projects require money, and I need to make money. So these are personal projects.
All right. Thank you, Alisa. Let me check on my phone to see the link you've sent. Rosie is saying they need to do a lot of projects, and the project requires a lot of money, and that she need to make money. She need to make money. Okay. Okay. Let me see. All right. So thank you, Alisa. Here's the case. Okay. Is this the case, or just some? This is not the... No. It's not. It's not. I don't think it is. Oh, sorry. Okay, I was looking at that different thing. Thank you. I see the link. I see the link now. Let me open it. Sorry. Yes, here's the case, and this is the government portal. And here's the government portal, by the way. Thank you so much. It is right here. I might need to actually to put it on big screen because yes. Here's the government portal. This is what you can see here is the government portal that the court, the Kenya law, the National Council for Law Reporting. And you can see it's right here. And the case number is right here and everything. So let's check it. Goodhart and another Vice Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Education, and 4 others, constitutional petition E007 of 2021, 2023, KEHC 948, KLS, and you see 31st January 2023, judgment. Okay. I see it. Media neutral, I see High Court and all that. Outcome, dismissed. I hope you guys can see it, right? So, bottom line is, the case was dismissed. It's not like I don't know. So, to say that the case was dismissed, does it mean that she was found not guilty or all that? I don't know. Maybe if I get into details, then I'll check it. I just wanted to check the case and see how it ended because that was the main thing that I wanted to see. So if... Okay, you can see it. I hope you guys can see it because it's on your screen. Okay. You can see. All right, so let's see what happened here. The petitioner first was Avis Goodhart. And then another one was Zipporah Mudhoni, okay. And the Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Education, the Attorney General, okay. The County Director of Education in Migori County, Esther Wambui Kidu, okay. The Noah's Boat Goodhart Organization, all right. The judgment, let me check the judgment because I think this is very important to check on it. The judgment is, this matter was commenced by way of petition dated on November 17, 2021 and filed in court on November 18, 2021. The petition seeks the following relief, all that. Let me see the outcome because this is too long for me to read for you. Maybe I'll leave the link on the chat when you finish watching this thing, when you finish watching this reaction, you can go check it. I'll pin it on the comment section and in the description so that you can access. This is public information, okay? In Kenya, right now, everything is public. So you can check it. So the last one is, for the above reason, though the petition did not prove breach of fundamental rights because the threshold of proof was not attained, there is smoke, and where there is smoke, there is always fire. This court cannot fold its hand and say it's helpless. The bodies concerned with the petition of children's rights must take steps to investigate, right? I direct that the first and second respondent, the Director of Education Migori, to do investigation all allegation made herein and file a report with the court within 30 days and all that. Okay. I suggest the steps to be taken necessary. The petition stands dismissed. Okay, the petition stands dismissed with each party bringing its own cost, status quo, to the property to remain in force till March 1st, 2023. Mentioned on, okay. So you can see that it's still not, I'm not still in a position to say why the case was dismissed and because she was innocent and all that. Because even the last statement, you see that the court ordered this thing to be investigated and everything to be documented. And so, what happened here? Whatever. What am I doing? Sorry. Did I cancel that? All right. Okay, again, we cannot really say because the case was dismissed, so there wasn't nothing. So for me, I'm not gonna act like I know a lot of law and all that. No, I'm just gonna leave it just like it is. And to go with the last statement from it, it was dismissed for whatever reason.
Looking for the ultimate,
and it needed to get things together, right? So let's go back to Rocio, where she was talking about this thing. At least we have the thing from the court, because I know this is public information. So yes, Vico, the court didn't say that the accused is innocent. No, I didn't see it there. So that's why I'm saying because there was another task to be done, because the court ordered them to go and do the research and file the case again or whatever. So I'm saying I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to pin it there. If you just want to go through it by yourself, you can get that link and go through it by yourself. All right? In fact, the lady in question was compelling Pastor Esther to change the orphanage name to her Kenyan boyfriend, Mr. Otieno. This was just pure okay. Damn. Is that so? Okay. This camera of mine. Let me refresh it. Give me a second. Just give me a moment to refresh this. 1 minute. As you like the video, let me refresh this. 1 minute. Okay. So let's go on. Okay, let's go on. At least now you will have to go through that paper or through that case, because the files are still on public space. These are public information. So, Pastor Esther, I heard that you're saying you want to sue us for defamation. Okay, good luck for that. Good luck with it. Because for me, I think this is public information, and if it was reported, so if I talk about it, I'm talking about what was there, just like it was. Anyway, Rocio, what was you saying about this thing?
I'm bringing my mom, my dad, and my 2 sisters. So that is an investment. Of course, Marwa is helping me, but we are both working hard.
Rocio. Rocio says that they have a lot of things to do, including bringing her family back to Kenya, and that will require a lot of money. So it's wise for them not to split the money to other projects like orphanage and all that. So it's good for donors to stick to one thing. Okay. Director, where's the link, JT Podcast? I'll post it. I'll paste it after the reaction, okay? I'll paste it on the comment section, in the pinned comment, and in the description. So stick around. Immediately I'm done with this, I'll be putting it in there.
To be able to achieve that. I'm also working in other projects, so I do want to focus here. We still need to finish the kitchen. There are things we need to prepare the rooms where.
Okay, Rocio. Yeah, Shayar, that's the thing. Now they want donation for their families' vacation. Now that takes the cake. Shameless. Imagine when I listen to Rocio saying that she cannot trust this orphanage and all that, and because she says that when she visited there, she saw Madam or Pastor Esther to be not trustworthy. You cannot trust her. And I was asking myself, why? Then now, right here, she's giving us answers. Oh, we need to focus on us. We haven't even made the beds, and the kitchen needs to be finished, and the hot water, and all that. And we need money. And I'll be bringing my family, my parents to Kenya. So we will need that money. And I want you guys, the donors, to focus on us. I was like, seriously? I mean, Rocio. So this is the biggest reason why Rocio is fighting that orphanage, because the money is going there. The donors are sending money to the orphanage, and they need them. They need the money for themselves. They need the money to run their project. She needs the money to bring the parents here. Now, the point is so clear that maybe or maybe not, she saw nothing wrong with the orphanage when she went there. Because if she saw anything wrong, she would have spoken about it. But she hasn't said nothing about it until now that she now here saying, oh, when I was there. No, Rocio. You just say, guys, we need money because I'll be bringing my parents here and some other people, and we need beds. We have no bed here. We have no running water. We have no... By the way, yeah, let me highlight this comment. Where comment running. By the way, Pastor Esther, if you're really planning to sue anyone, come and sue Rocio. Come and sue Rocio for defamation, because she said that you, as Pastor Esther, you cannot be trusted. That when she came there to your orphanage, she saw a lot of scandalous things. And now, make her explain to the court what are those things that she saw, and she never said nothing until when she saw a video from a reactor called Jade. Let's talk about what Rocio want to do with the donations.
My family will be staying as well, and we need to buy beds. We need to do a list of things.
Yeah, it's really exciting to hear Rocio say, we need to do this. We need, and now that is her and the donors. Rocio, get a whip. Yes, Rocio. That we need to build a house, as if it's the donors' problem for you not having a bed in the house, for you not having a hot water running. So we need donors. I'm talking to you. We is you. Pastor Esther, you need to sue Rocio. For real.
Marwa just bought horses as well, so we want to build proper stables as well. And there's a lot of things that we need to do.
Yes.
So I want to focus here.
What did you say, Rocio? You want to do what? I kind of know. I was like, So, Rocio, why are you again around this time? You're so invested in fighting this orphanage. Because it's taking money, right? And we need to focus. No, come on.
I want my focus to be here. And I don't want to be jumping from one project to other that are actually not really involving me.
I don't want to get involved in the project that don't involve me directly. If there's anything that Rocio can get her hand in, or maybe can promote, is something that involves her. So will I be right to say that seriously, Marwa and Rocio never saw nothing wrong with the orphanage? It's just that they felt like the money from the donors is really going to that orphanage. The donors are now focusing on the orphanage, and now they're forgetting these people. And because begging is a full-time job here, and living on people's money is their business, so they cannot feel like, they cannot think about letting that money go to the orphanage. Well, you see, the projects are here still to be done, or the beds are need to build, and remember, they still need to start their own NGO. So that is plain, very plain to say, Rocio and Marwa are now fighting the orphanage because they need money here. Okay, all right. Shaini, what you say? That is how cruel Kenge and Parasite. They knew about the orphanage and stole the money even before the scandal. But because Kenge was embarrassed begging in the rain, he brought the story to cover his... Yeah, exactly. So you hear how Madam Parasite is saying?
Directly, It's good to help, but it's also important to focus on our own necessities and projects and my family in this case. And I would like that Marwa also can bring back his energy to his family.
I would like Marwa to bring back the energy to the family. If you must beg, just beg for the family, not anything, not to the orphanage, no nothing. Beg for the family, bring the energy here. We don't need you guys to send money nowhere. Okay, Rocio, I've been hearing that you can be... Okay, let me not say that word. Let me just give you a whip. Yes, Rocio. Rocio posted her video before your reaction yesterday. Yeah, she did.
And to his house and all of those things. But the reason why I don't want to involve in the orphanage...
Now, guys, I want you to listen to this, okay? I want you to listen to this statement because this is like the root of my reaction today. Rocio is saying the biggest reasons why she doesn't want to get involved in this orphanage, or that she called orphanage, like Mayuguna and the Gitiriba. The reason why she doesn't want to get involved in this orphanage is because...
But the reason why I don't want to involve in the orphanage, in this one that is called, I think, Anne's Boat, something like this. But Pastor Esther, I visited her, when was it? Like a year ago, maybe.
Now there is the thing. Right there is the problem. The problem I have with Rocio is, Rocio, how do you come on camera today or yesterday on 20th, because this video was premiered on 20th September 2025, to say that I visited that orphanage a year ago and I saw a lot of nonsense in that orphanage, a lot of lack of transparency, a lot of these things, and she never spoke about them until I made a reaction covering the news that was broadcasted by Citizen TV 3 years ago. So for them to get involved in this orphanage and to focus there and take the money there from the donors, it wasn't a thing until when they thought about doing their own things. My mama is coming, I'm bringing here my parents to Kenya, and we will need beds. We don't have no beds. We don't have no hot water. So, Rocio, come on. A year ago, you never said nothing. Until today, that now you're coming here to tell us that Pastor Esther cannot be trusted because you visited 1 year ago and you saw a lot of things that were not right. Seriously. I mean, okay, on one end, I'm not trying to defend Pastor Esther either, because according to the news and according to the petition here, there's a case here that I want you guys to take your time to go through. you remember to check on my comment section. I'll be pinning the pin comment there and even the description. I'll be leaving this link. You can get to the government portal and see how this case went. Everything is documented here. So if you're asking a lot of questions, you can see the verdict of the case. The case was dismissed. I think you can see it, right? It's right here. The outcome of the case, it was dismissed. The judgment date was on 31st January 2023. So, because I don't have a lot of time to go through it and all that, but let me get back to Rocio.
I went there a few times. I already know her. I kind of know the story already. I know the place and everything, and I help with what I was able to help at that moment. But
so you hear Rocio is saying that she went there a year ago, and now she know Pastor Esther, and she kind of know everything that is going on there because she been going there and helping. And now for her to come today and say that she found everything there not working after a year, now Rocio Nea. That doesn't make sense. Like, seriously. Let me say a question here. That does mean Pastor Esther was allowed to keep the property. So the news today, JT. Where? On which news, television or whatever? Tell me about the news that you saw.
To be honest, there are some things that are not being very clear in the way that things are handling. There's not a money handle that is completely transparent and honest.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on, Rocio. Oh, come on. Hey, seriously. Like, to be honest, there are some areas and things that I saw there to do with the money handling and all that. I think, for that day that Rocio visited there as a total stranger, going there with Giti Riba to go and see the orphanage, that day she was able to audit the whole orphanage and how money is being spent, how Pastor Esther is handling the orphanage, how money is coming in, how it's being spent, a lot of lack of transparency and all that. In that same time, she was able to see all that. And now today, she just wants to tell the world that that pastor and that orphanage cannot be trusted completely. And now I think now at this moment, I want to believe that she's the one who was pushing was pushing Marwa to bring that story of Citizen TV and the case and make it look like 100% Esther is guilty. And now she's saying that they cannot be trusted with how they are handling money. Handling money? So you want to tell us that you can account for the money that has been sent to you guys through your personal number, because Marwa published Rocio's number on his channel when he was running the Brian's project. So if Marwa published Rocio's number, she was getting a lot of donation. Did she give accountability of everything? Did she produce a full evidence of everything that was coming to her account? No, she didn't. But she wants Esther. Okay, this is messed up already. Anyway.
But to be honest, there are some things that are not being very clear in the way that things are handling. There's not a money handle that is completely transparent and honest there, and some attitudes are not very, very correct.
Hey, Rocio. Even the attitude of Pastor Esther, right? Rocio. That sounds interesting, but the question is, Rocio, how long did you interact with Pastor Esther to know her attitude, to know that the money handling, the transparency and all that? Oh, okay. Pastor Esther, if you really planning to sue anyone, start with Rocio. Because now I am making a reaction from what she said. And I made a reaction from what Season TV said. And now you want to sue me. Come and sue Rocio. Because now she's saying, let me repeat that, because why not? Why not? Let me just repeat it. Why not?
But to be honest, there are some things that are not being very clear in the way that things are handled.
Like what?
There's not a money handle that is completely transparent and honest.
That one. According to Rocio, she says there are a lot of things that are not right there. First is how money is being handled in that orphanage. If money is not being handled right in the orphanage, that's mean that madam is a scammer. That is kind of calling Pastor Esther like she a scammer. She's not honest with the money, because if she's getting a lot of money from donors and deciding to keep some or doing whatever she think and not giving a full accountability of it, that she a scammer. That's what Rocio is saying. So, Pastor, Pastor, get your lawyers. All right? Get your lawyers. Somebody need to go to jail.
There, and some attitudes are not very, very correct.
Another thing is attitude. I think now this is a Pastor Esther's attitude. It's not correct. Which kind of attitude? Didn't I see that she's so humble when Marwa comes? She was lying down and she was crying and kneeling down and praying. And, she was so grateful. So what about the attitude, by the way? No way. Hey, Pastor Esther, you should serve this Rocio some papers. I mean, if you're listening to this video, Pastor Esther, get your lawyers. Somebody need to be handled. You see, for me, I'm making a reaction, but it's Rocio who said it. Okay, she says, Esther cannot be trusted. Her attitude is off. And how she handles money there, it's nothing, because I think she ran this project by herself. So if she talk about how money is being handled, by who? By her, the pastor. So pastor, get your lawyers. Serve her the papers as soon as now.
They are not very honest neither. They are not very transparent. They are not very clear. There is lacking structure. So I think helping, supporting, or putting myself as a vessel to be able to help.
Pulling myself out as a vessel. Will the pastor orphanage lady use her donation to sue UJT? Yes, which other money she can use? Of course, the orphanage money to sue. Anyway, if she must sue someone, then let her sue Rocio. Rocio, so you're saying that we cannot trust Pastor Esther completely because how she handles money, we can't trust that. And again, her attitude. So, okay, Rocio. I never knew it was that intense. So this is a competition. What I'm making out of these stories is just a competition of donation. Rocio and Marwa want to start their own NGO, and this NGO, according to them, is going to help the less fortunate in the village, probably the orphans and the widows and the elderly. And if they start that thing, and they already introduced the Noah's Boat thing, the Noah's Boat Good Heart project, so people would already know that why can't you guys focus on the already existing project called Noah's Boat or that orphanage? What do you want to open your own? So painting, as they say, give a dog a bad name, then kill it. Okay? Give a dog a bad name before you kill it, so that people can say, hey, this dog is smelling. I need to eliminate it. So say that Pastor Esther cannot be trusted. Say that orphanage is scandalous and all that. So that if you want to open your own, they can say, we can trust these guys. You see, we've been honest with you since day one, and we're helping people. So if you want to direct your money, bring it to this orphanage of ours. I remember Rocio told us that she wants to open an NGO with Marwa, so it makes sense now why she's fighting that pastor. Yeah. Pastor Esther, I'm still calling you to come and serve Rocio some papers, because she says you can't be trusted. She visited you 1 year ago and she saw everything very wrong there. How you are handling the money, how you are doing your thing. It's completely shady. Okay. All right. There's a comment here from what he said. There's a reason why Mura pulled that video from 3 years ago to ask us to check it out. Maro could have kept that info and just say he doesn't want to be part of the orphanage. Exactly. And by the way, Oti, can you now see where the whole thing is coming from? I really think that this whole thing is coming from Rocio. She's the one who's pushing that idea that don't trust the orphanage. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, take your donation from that. We need to focus on ourselves. I need to bring my parents back to Kenya, and now that thing will need money. And if it will need money and you're sending money to the orphanage, you're not going to get any money. So that pastor cannot be trusted. That orphanage is scandalous. So you guys, come here. Don't send that. Vimorio saying, Marwa said he was going to investigate about the orphanage home. And Marwa shared the link about the American woman. Why Marwa didn't mention Rocio's experience at the orphanage home? That's something to think about, Vimuel, for real. Like, okay, Marwa shared the link of the Citizen News TV that I reacted on. And he told us to go and see the news for ourselves. Because that news was so small. I mean, it was a very small fraction of it that is giving a lot of questions about the orphanage and the pastor. And so you could not be able to go down to it. If Marwa was so much interested to let the donors know what was going on, he could have shared this link, because this is public information, all right? This is public information. He could have shared the link of this court or maybe the High Court link, or the case, how the case went, what was decided from that court, and what. Because he just shared some news to just paint an image there. So I'm not going to do like Marwa. I'm going to share this link on the description and in the comment section immediately when I'm done with this reaction, because I want you guys to access. This is public information you can access from anywhere. This is the case that was presented to the High Court in Kenya at Migori, okay? Home judgment, no, not Migori, like, it is here, sorry. Citation, okay? Goodhart and another cabinet secretary, Minister of Education, and 4 others. 2023, the case is here, and all that. Media are neutral. You can see it right here. The court, High Court, a court station, High Court at Migori. The outcome, the case was dismissed. The case number is Constitutional Petition E007 of 2021. Attorneys and judge, you see, RPV Wendo. Judgment date 31st of January 2023. Language English. Type judgment. Original source. Download the document here. You can download it. Go through it by yourself. I'll be leaving the link in the description and in the pinned comment. So this is public information. You can go through it. It's not like, oh, that is information. You'll be sued. Defamation. Okay, Pastor. Go and sue Rocio. Anyway, let's go on with Rocio. Listen to how she was talking about the orphanage and all that. And in the meantime, please like the video for me, kindly.
A place like that actually is a place that contains a lot of heavy stories. An organization that has a story that we don't really know very well.
Oh. Roro. Rocio, come on. I don't know why is my camera shady. Okay. Just a minute. Like the video. Let me refresh the page. Okay, sorry. I thought I should have refreshed the page because sometimes you go cornering. Let me bring back Rocio to the screen. There's a lot of heavy stories, that's according to Roro. And so we cannot.
To help. A place like that is a place that contains a lot of heavy stories. An organization that has a story that we don't really know very well. There's no clarity in how things are being done, how the money is being used.
Now my question is, Rocio, who are you to demand clarity and accountability? Okay? Who are you to demand accountability and clarity and transparency of how Madam Esther is running that project, while you and Marwa receive a lot of money for other people's donation and other people's projects, and you never give accountability? By the way, let me ask this. Before Marwa ended that project of Brian and Grandma, did he give or maybe try to analyze or maybe like compute the, let me say, audit, kind of like give an audit of how money was spent, how much was received, and how much money was spent, and at least make it make sense to the donors who were sending money? Did he do that? Did they do that? When Rocio was receiving money through her personal number because Marwa published it, did she come here and say, according to this data that I have, from the day that Marwa published the number here, I've been receiving a lot of money, and this is the money that I got from this and that and that, and this is the money I gave out? Did she say that? No, she didn't. So you can see that for them it's not an issue. If you don't give accountability from their own, it's not an issue. But for other people, they demand accountability. There is a lot of shady things. Rocio, come on. If there's some people that we demand a lot of accountabilities from you and Marwa, but you don't give that. So why will you expect Pastor Esther to give you an audit of how she's spending her money, how she's handling her project? And by the way, Rocio, who do you think you is? Huh? Who do you think you? I mean, let me not even just go there. Let me just give you a whip and yes, that will serve you right. And I'll add another one to your face that knows. M. Curry is saying, so Roro copied pastor's idea. Now she wants donation to herself. Absolutely. Clearly, that's what she's saying. By the way, now I'm seeing, right now I'm seeing where Rocio was here the other day when she purchased the land over there, where the land came from. She was saying that now they need to open the NGO. Huh? And who? And Marwa. Do you remember that? Do you remember that, Carol? That we need to open our own NGO and we need to run it. Oh, no. Now it makes sense. Like it does. Rocio. Seriously. No wonder Marwa was saying people should adopt the kids so that a donation can tell Marwa to take care of kids. The village has received all the donation to help the kids. Yeah. Now it makes sense. Like it really does. Hi, Lisa. Rodan, you're saying she needs money for her family to travel. She said that. She said she need to bring her family here, like the parents and some other people, but they don't have beds. They don't have running water. They don't have a lot of things. So they will need these things. And that thing really requires money. And this money cannot be found if they split money to go to the orphanage. Esther, Pastor Esther, come and sue this daughter of Esther Nyabok. Okay, so what's wrong with the Esthers, by the way? Okay. What's wrong with the Esthers? Esther Nyabok, that's con mom, is here giving a lot of pressure here. Esther, Is it true Rocio and her sister doesn't get along? Yes, I can say, because there's a time she went really hard on her sister, and she say her sister is lazy. She doesn't want to work hard, in building the channel, and she said that she's going to leave her sister alone because she feel like the sister does not work really hard all that time. And she say from that time henceforth, she's not going to support the sister, all that. So I kind of believe they're not getting along. Well, anyway, Rocio, go on.
And things like that. I think is too deep. It's too deep to really involve myself in that situation.
Rocio, I'm still going to ask you the same question that it has been like a year. It's been 1 year since you went to that orphanage. And you never said nothing about whatever you saw there, the transparency, the attitude, the money handling. So today, 1 year later, you come here because you are looking forward to open your own NGO or whatever you want to do, and you want to bring your parents back to Kenya, and it will require money. So you want to tell people that the orphanage is taking money and it cannot be trusted. Come on.
So in my case, I decided that I don't want to be involved for now. I don't want to put my energy there. And also,
I'm Professor David Call.
Okay, whatever. Tina, you're saying Marwa want to dip his hand in the long-time sponsorship. Yeah, sure. Sorry. Zims is saying, Angela, maybe I start to ask Kenyan court that JT is putting there. Yes, that is a public information. I'll be pinning it in the comments and in the comment section and in the description. You can access it. You can check what is going on and what went down in that court and how the case went down. That is public information. You should not fear to access it. Lisa, you're asking, who's giving this punish? Okay. That's crazy. Who's giving this Spanish woman to speak on behalf of Black Africans and the Black Americans, Black people? All right, let me not go deep into that. Can raise a lot of questions here, but it's what it is. What happened to their respective YouTube checks? Miss Pio always donate. Yes. The goal is live on other people's money, keep your money, and go on with it.
On other hand, for information that we have receiving about this lack of transparency and some attitudes as well that doesn't show.
What about the attitude, by the way? What about the attitude that Rocio is talking about? Does it mean that? Okay, I don't get it. Let me refresh the page again. Oh my God, what's happening with me? Let me refresh the page again. Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay, I guess we're good. What about the attitude that Rocio is saying? Does it mean that Pastor Esther was giving her some attitude? Or what about it, by the way? I don't get it, like completely, I don't. If you understand what Rocio is talking about, please interpret to me because I don't understand. One whip for Julia Thomas. You shameless. You always here talking about the same nonsense. Come here, Julia Thomas. You and Rocio. Same WhatsApp group.
Show a lot of honesty. It's not only that place is not the only orphanage in Kenya or in the area.
Oh come on, Rocio. Come on, Rocio. Listen, Rocio is saying it's not like this orphanage, this Noah's Boat Good Heart Orphanage is the only orphanage in Kenya. And if it's not the only one, which any other orphanage have you visited, Rocio, to make an analysis and demand accountability and demand some good attitude? Because when Rocio says that, it's not like you donors should be glued to this one, and it's not like this is the only orphanage in Kenya. You guys should really check on another orphanages. We have a lot of orphanages in Kenya. Now, question is, how many orphanages has Rocio visited? Yes, there are a lot of orphanages in Kenya, but how many has she visited? To go and demand accountability and transparency and some good attitude. I haven't seen none. So what is this thing that Rocio is trying to propagate here? No. Come on, Rocio, speak that.
Doesn't show a lot of honesty. It's not only that place is not the only orphanage in Kenya or in the area. So once again, just putting my energy to participate in helping an orphanage and things like this. Yes, it's very beautiful to say you're helping kids and etc. to have a better life. Yeah. But it's a very sensitive topic. It's a very...
Come here, Rocio, you deserve a whip. You is lying. We know what you're trying to do there. I'm seeing what you're trying to do there. Paint a bad image on that orphanage. Say that Pastor Esther cannot be trusted. Say that we have a lot of orphanages, so people should not focus on this particular one because it's now being known. And from that, you can be able to control your donors again. Get another whip, Rocio. Yes. Get your whips. Rocio, good heart. That's a good name. Rocio, good heart. Rather than you're crazy. Like, hey, please don't mess me up, okay? That got me off guard. Okay, Rodani. That got me off guard. Like, okay. So right now, Rocio feel like that Muzungu who was supporting the orphanage, and now she feel like from now on, I'm not going to send my money there. Okay, guys. I'm sorry, but that one was crazy. So Rocio sitting there, feeling like the Mzungu who was supporting the orphanage, and feel like, oh no, from now on, I'm not going to focus on this orphanage. There are a lot of orphanages to be helped there. And me, as Rocio Goodheart, I'm pulling out my donations and my support from this one. What is happening? Me, as Rocio Goodheart, I want to get my help out of this thing. Get a whip. Get a whip, Rocio. Okay. Thank you, Rodney. At least you made me laugh. You made my day, like you did. Thank you so much.
Very delicate topic, and I prefer, in this case, for what I've seen so far that's going on, I prefer to protect myself, and I don't want to participate. So some people have been reaching out to me if I can deliver this, if I can deliver that, they want to send me money to ABC.
Oh, yeah. That now, okay? That now is speaking volume. It's now speaking volume. A lot of people are reaching you out. if donors are reaching you out, if Rocio, can you deliver this? Can you take this money to the orphanage? Rocio, can you go buy some food stuff and take it to the orphanage? Or Rocio can do this. And now she feel like, oh my God, are we wasting our potential? Are we wasting some money here? So she feel like, no, that one, it's bad. If we continue like this and taking the money to the orphanage, that's to mean we can retain the money. We can still tell these donors that we can trust the orphanage, and so they will stop sending money. We can retain this money to divert it to our own projects. So this fighting that is coming here and telling donors all the shady stories or the ill stories about the orphanage, it was all about getting the donation for themselves. Oh my God, Rocio, come on. Guys, have you liked the video, by the way? I mean, come on, take a moment to like the video. Let me just pause for a minute and wait for you to like the video. Please get the likes up. Get the likes up, kindly. No. Please, Oti. Give me a break. Give me a break with that orphanage. Okay. I'm done with you. Orphanage. But at this point, anyone with the intention to support the orphanage can send directly to the pastor through her number in her YouTube description. Yeah, you know, one thing, Oti, if you, I believe that you have seen where this thing is going and why it is coming from there. They have realized, okay, especially Rocio have realized that pastor is now being smart. She has opened a channel, not like open, the channel has been there. She's now focusing on the channel. She's publishing videos and giving a direct contact to the donors. Okay, so right now, if she need help, she can directly talk to the donors through the channel. And in that channel, there are description, there are contact information for her. So you can reach her out directly without involving Gitiriba, Rocio, Marwa, or whoever. That thing is not really sitting right with Rocio and Marwa, because if the orphanage can get the money, if the pastor can get money straight from donors, that's to mean her orphanage does not need Marwa and the Rocios. And because they always want to be there as important figures, the orphanage cannot be trusted. According to Rocio, the orphanage has a lot of shady stories. I didn't think that I'll have a messy Sunday like today. I mean, seriously, come on. Hey, orphanage. There's a lot of similarities between Rocio and Gitiriba. Gitiriba caused the orphanage and Rocio. So, whatever. Wow. Whatever. I believe that's Vico Respect is saying, I believe Pastor is also unhappy with Mura for scratching their past, and that is why she mentioned Mura living in a big mansion, of course. So right now, if you see, if you really listen to that Pastor was trying to give her own explanation according to what she feel like defending herself. And she was saying that these people who are fighting her right now, they have their life established. People are living in big mansions. People are living in good lives. They have cars and all that, and the horses, Appaloosas. And why are they fighting a mere orphanage? You know, why did Marwa go dig into the past of 3 years ago news, bringing it out? Because for me, I made a reaction according to what Marwa breathed. Marwa gave us a link. He told us to go watch the news. And I thought it was breaking news. I went to check. It was 3 years ago news. And at least I did my research. I saw that the case was dismissed and all that. At least some people can have access to that. I said, I received this one from one of you, and I'm going to pin it there. You can go check what happened to that case. This is the government portal, the judicial profiles. You can check them out. You see the case and all that. So if Marwa really wanted to give the information about that case, he could have published this one in his channel or maybe give a link of this one. But they only wanted to say that orphanage cannot be trusted, so donors can stop sending money there to send to them to buy Appaloosa horses, to bring Rocio's parents to Kenya, to buy beds, to prepare the hot water and all that nonsense. Yes, the orphanage. The children from work. Okay, Waikuns there. Okay, I don't know how to read that. It's a good heart will implement the same policy as Esther with her NGO she plans to start. Have patience, you will see miracles manifesting. Exactly. I think Rocio really have a plan, and the plan is they will open their own and push it. She has seen a potential. According to her, she says a lot of donors are reaching out, are telling her, take this, deliver this to that, deliver this. And so she can see that money is coming, money is here, you know. So if money is here, then there's no need of splitting it to the heart orphanage. Coming soon to Nyabuhanse, Marwa Cabrera Orphanage, CEO, Marwa, COO, Rocio, Matron D Mwango, Security Ondari, Chaplain Conmam. Oh my God, I can't wait for that manifestation to be an actual thing. I think the closet is getting to her head. Hey, you guys, she was describing her face, saying that she has a bigger face. I was like, should I laugh at this or should I say, anyway? Whatever. Let's finish with Rocio nonsense.
The orphanage, and I've been refusing. So this, if I can deliver that, they want to send, and I don't want to participate. So some people has been reaching out to me if I can deliver this, if I can deliver that, they want to send me money to do ABC at the orphanage, and I've been refusing. So I will keep refusing. So
donors are reaching out. Okay, this is not your money, Rocio. Donors are reaching out to you, telling you, Rocio, can you deliver this to the orphanage? Rocio, you say you guys want to help the community, right? You want to open something for the community, right? Yes. So if that's so, why can't you take this $1,000, go deliver it to the orphanage? I've been refusing. But you receive the money. Is that not the thing? That you receive the money, but you refuse to go deliver, if I'm not getting you wrong? Why will you be on the front line again to talk about the orphanage today because donors are telling you to deliver things to take the money there? But previously, you never say nothing. You visited this thing a year ago and you feel compelled to say stuff about this orphanage today. And Pastor Esther, if I was you and I needed to sue someone, I would have sued Rocio, like, hey, for real.
please just know that for now, I don't want to participate in scenarios like this or in organizations like this. I don't want to put myself in deep waters that I don't know.
What you say, Roro Vampire, direct the donatus to Pastor Esther YouTube so they can get contact details. You see why I'm having a problem with Rocio right now on trending. The reason why I'm having a problem with Rocio is because she's saying that she cannot be in a position to be delivering these donations and this money that the donors are sending her to do that. But she cannot be generous enough and kind enough to provide the direct contact of Pastor Esther. That, you know what, guys, me as JT, I'm not in a position to go to that orphanage and deliver this money that you're sending me. But he is the number for Pastor Esther. He is her channel. If you want to contact her, reach her out through that number. That would be so kind of her for saying, we have a lot of things to do. I have my things that I want to do. And because I don't have that time to go and take the money or do whatever to the pastor. So if you want to reach out to the pastor straight. That one I respect Rocio. But now she's saying that they need to bring her parents back to Kenya and do what with the money. And I can't do what you guys are sending me to do to the orphanage. I'm like, seriously? Rocio, don't make no sense. Do you know that? Anyway.
So I choose to protect myself. I already participated in my own way, and I know that I was able to be a vessel for more blessings. No.
Whatever. No.
Acá no.
Okay. That one is enough. It's enough. Rocio and your broad face. By the way, let me finish with that face.
Work today is broken.
Guys, have you liked the video? Please do that. All right.
It's in my head.
Rocio, what's wrong with your head? She's saying that her face is big. I don't know. So, Rocio, when we say whatever you say, please don't come and go hard on me. You say you are saying
Yes,
that.
Maisha is looking at my head, saying, "What are you wearing today, mommy?"
Maisha is looking at my head. He's wondering, what kind of head is this?
Looking at me and laughing. ¿Te gusta? ¿Gusta lo que me puse hoy? If she likes what I'm wearing. Sometimes I'm very skeptical of putting things in my head.
Because your head is big?
Like hats and things like that. I don't consider all of them look good on me, or I don't like the way they look on me. And I have a very small head also.
Guys, I'm ending the show, okay? I'm ending the show. Please like the video and listen to Rocio describe herself. And so when I use your information to describe yourself, don't come for me. You have a big word.
So most of the time, I don't find a good size for my head. They are all very big. So I just...
They're very big. Okay.
Size for my head. They are all very big. So I do believe that sometimes it depends. Some things they look good on me, some others they don't. But generally, I have more like a large face than.
Hey, girl, bye. You guys, no, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. You have a large what? I'm done. I'm done with this. Like really, I'm so done. I have what?
I have more like a large face than round. I do believe that.
No, there's something you didn't mention. Hey, Rocio. Bye. I can't do this anymore. Thank you guys for liking the show. Thank you for watching to this far. I really appreciate you taking your time. Before I leave, guys, I'll request you to like the video, smash the like button, subscribe. Thank you for your love and support. I'll be seeing you in the next video, probably tomorrow. It was nice having you here. Thank you so much. I love you all. I'll see you in the next one. I have a large what? All right. Bye, guys. I love you so much. Smash the like button as you're leaving. Subscribe the channel. See you tomorrow. Bye.